But it was family that almost kept 41 from running again. In 1991, George Bush told his son he was seriously considering not running again because of his son Neil's legal troubles with a failed savings and loan. George W. Bush's response: "You've still got work to do, and the country needs you." For Bush, the hardest part of being a president's son was seeing his father lose.
The 92 defeat was really hard, and ironically enough, it did make it easier for me because when people criticized my dad, somebody who I admire greatly, I didn't react well at times, and it really, really affected me. When they criticized me, the sting wasn't nearly as difficult. It actually, being his son during his presidency, created kind of a layer of asbestos. The only thing I was concerned about was that how would my girls react when they were put in the same position I had been in.
Would his father have won re-election if Texas billionaire Ross Perot had not entered the race unexpectedly and made it a three-way contest with Bill Clinton?
I think he'd have won.
You do think so?
I do, yeah, absolutely. I think he'd have won, and I just can't prove it. I mean, it's just all conjecture, of course. But I think he would have won because I think ultimately there would have been a clear choice between, a guy who had a very good first term and a untested governor.
After the Gulf War, when your father drove Saddam Hussein back into Iraq, his favorable rating went to 89%. But then he was defeated in the election.
Plunged from 89 to 39 on the poll that really mattered.
How did that affect you?
It's an interesting lesson of how to spend political capital. In the book, I'm, was somewhat dismayed about the inability for the White House to connect, the message to connect with the American people, that domestic politics really mattered for George Bush as much as international politics. In other words, he had a lot of capital to spend, and I didn't. In retrospect, it wasn't spent wisely.